America's doctor from screen to Surgeon General. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're diving headfirst into the twilight zone of American politics. Donald Trump, in all his wisdom, has decided to shake things up at the Department of Health and Human Services. And who better to lead the charge than everyone's favorite TV doctor, Dr. Mehmet Oz? Now I know what you're thinking, John, you're being facetious. But sadly, I'm not. This is the timeline we live in, and it's more bizarre than an episode of The Apprentice directed by David Lynch. Dr. Oz, the man who once gave credence to the idea that raspberry ketones are a magic weight loss bullet, is now potentially in charge of our nation's health. It's enough to make you want to stock up on miracle cures and head for the hills. But before we all descend into a collective panic attack, let's take a closer look at the man, the myth, the medical legend himself, Dr. Oz. The man behind the curtain, Dr. Oz's controversial career. Dr. Oz's resume is a fascinating mix of impressive credentials and head-scratching choices. On the one hand, he's a renowned cardiothoracic surgeon with degrees from prestigious institutions like Harvard and the University of Pennsylvania. He's authored best-selling books and even hosted a wildly popular television show. But then there's the other side of Dr. Oz, the purveyor of questionable health advice, the promoter of dubious weight loss products, the man who once claimed that psychic mediums could help people communicate with their dead pets. Yes, you read that right. Dead pets. This duality has made Dr. Oz a polarizing figure in the medical community. Some praise his ability to make health information accessible to the masses, while others criticize his willingness to endorse products and practices that lack scientific rigor. The question on everyone's mind now is, which Dr. Oz will show up at HHS, the brilliant surgeon or the snake oil salesman? Snake oil in the cabinet? Potential impacts of an Oz-led HHS. The Department of Health and Human Services is a massive agency with a broad mandate to protect the health and well-being of all Americans. It oversees everything from Medicare and Medicaid to the Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Putting Dr. Oz in charge of this behemoth of an agency is akin to letting a kid loose in a candy store. With his penchant for embracing alternative medicine and his history of promoting unproven remedies, there's no telling what kind of havoc he could wreak on public health policy. Imagine a world where essential oils are touted as a cure for cancer, where homeopathy is given equal footing with evidence-based medicine, where the FDA becomes a rubber stamp for every quack cure under the sun. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? Hope or hype? Navigating the uncertain future of healthcare. Now, to be fair, it's not all doom and gloom. Dr. Oz's background in medicine and his undeniable charisma could potentially be assets in the right context. He has a knack for connecting with people and explaining complex medical concepts in a relatable way. Perhaps, just perhaps, he could use his platform to promote healthy lifestyle choices and raise awareness about important public health issues. Maybe he'll surprise us all and become a staunch advocate for evidence-based policymaking, or maybe, just maybe, he'll turn HHS into a platform for peddling his latest miracle cure-all. Only time will tell. One thing's for sure though, with Dr. Oz at the helm, the future of American healthcare is about to get a whole lot more interesting.